don't see this every day. They're lining up for an onside kick on the opening kickoff. Looks as if the hands team will be able to recover the ball. So the Indiana Hoosiers offense will get first crack at it today. And are we ever lucky to see these two great quarterbacks in action here today? And Jesse, it won't be long before we'll see them squaring off on Sundays.
Yeah, and these guys can both stress a defense for similar reasons, and we've seen it all year long, right? Both guys have tremendous arm talent, and both guys can hurt you running the football as well. So these defenses are really going to have to be careful with how they try and defend. Quarterbacks, David, this one could come down to which guy has the ball last.
Yeah, which is really, really cool. A big showdown. They know what's on the line. Man, these are two huge names. You know, brand versus brand. Big-time baller versus big-time baller. Trying to come out on top. Yeah, defenses, I feel bad for them. That's not what this is about. This is about the QBs.
The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
I don't know that there's a harder position in football to play than cornerback. You know, all the space in the game, the speed of the game, the big bodies out wide. But to be able to break on those short passes and be an open field tackler like that and give up no yards and protect deep, that's a nice job by the corner.
Missed opportunity on offense. QB and receiver just not on the same page there.
On 3rd and long, a check down will be the last resort. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33. Now on 4th down, they'll try to come away with 3. He boomed it through a 50-yard field goal, showing off that powerful leg.
Well, that kid just showed off his hammer for a leg, 50-plus, and he did it with ease.
He'll start the return inside his 5. And the return man showing great vision to be able to find some space and put his team in much better field position. The Tigers offense taking the field. First chance we have to see them today. And this running game might have a huge advantage when they get to the second level of this defense, David.
Well, and this is a big challenge. Like, you're overmatched. You understand this guy's a top-shelf player. And I'll be honest, this defense has kind of struggled a little bit this season. But this individual matchup, you got to get him on the ground. You got to find a way to corral him, slow him down. He can't be the game wrecker. If that's the case, it's going to be too easy for this offense.
And if you're on offense, you got to be thinking, let's dominate in the trenches and let's get our star running back into the second level against this linebacker. We've got...
Oh, he's ready to take a shot. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one. Guys, let's chat a little big picture off. It's been a season to remember so far, fresh off their new top 10 ranking. How far can this team go?
Well, they're starting to get there now, right? And I think once you get some big wins, Jesse, and you start to climb up, you start to feel that and the momentum and the confidence that it builds with your squad. I think we might just be scratching the surface with this group.
Yeah, that's the difference with this team is it feels like they're really starting to believe. We always knew they were talented. They knew it too, but getting some of these big wins this season, I think they now believe they can take down anybody in the country.
Auburn ready to go back to work after getting another first down. From the gun, the ground game. Got enough space, and he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Auburn. Getting set for the point after. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Indiana has the ball back, and the Hoosier offense comes out ready to go. A little bit of feeling each other out there, down 7-3 as they open this drive. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. Got it set up on the outside. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Hoosiers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Under fire. Makes the grab. It's Toppin. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Throwing right. Finds his man. It's Henderson. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. And the Hoosiers have their offense in high gear. Gonna look downfield again. Unloads to the right. Incomplete, and he threw that one up for grabs and into traffic, and fortunate to get it back.
Yeah, nice coverage, and you'd like to snag that interception, but there's always a reason why these thoroughbred athletes play defense. It's usually because of their lack of hands, like you just saw.
Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. The Hoosiers will bring the punt team onto the field. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. Off to a good start here and back to work now with a 7-3 lead. Here's the handoff. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. There's a rich tradition of running the football at Auburn from James Brooks, Joe Cribbs, Bo Jackson, Cadillac Williams, Ronnie Brown. They love to find a tough running back to feed the run.
Such great history, such great lineage of ground and pound and great athletes, and it's just a physical mindset of Auburn, and they're always that team that wants to run the football.
Past the 30. There he goes. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Auburn.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. Indiana sends the offense onto the field. They might be feeling a little heat here as they've fallen into a 14-3 hole early. With the catch, it's Toppin. You can dance around and look for space, or you can throw the stiff arm at him. He gets it out to the 17. And the Hoosiers in a good spot here with 2nd and short. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Looking to throw on first down. Looking to the big tight end. Working the big fella downfield and outside.
They say tight ends are a quarterback's best friend in the pass game because think about it. The tight end's the guy lined up closest to the quarterback, which means generally those are the easiest throws a quarterback has. You saw it on that play.
Fires to the tight end. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play. The Hoosiers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
Important in the passing game that it's not just receivers doing all the work. You got to get running backs involved. You got to get your big fellas. You got to get the tight ends going too.
Throws to the wideout. Soft spot in the middle. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. And the Hoosiers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Caught over the middle. It's Ramsey. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. This offense doing business in the red zone. They'll try the run. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Driving his way all the way down to the 3-yard line.
And, you know, when we talk about great third down defenses, it really starts with them getting stops on first and second down. You've got to get those stops early in the drives to set up third and long, so that's a missed opportunity on that second down by this defense.
Line of scrimmage is the 2, and they can pick up the first down here, but going for the touchdown here on 4th and short. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Hoosiers! Timely decisions, effective play management helps them get in the end zone after that marathon drive.
And every time the offense needed to play, boom, they got it. I mean, you think about it. Whether it was a small run, small pass, whatever they needed, they got it done, and they popped it in for the score.
And he's going to bring this one out. Tackled at the 24 and almost breaks even with the yardage he would have gotten with a touchback. They'll snap the ball. First play of the drive coming from their own 24. Wants to go up top on first down. Quick completion on the out route. And after the tackle, we are headed to the end of the first quarter. Both teams wanted to establish the run, and they have done exactly that in the first quarter. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. And the Tigers with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. To the air on second down. Going to throw it over the top of the D. He's got it on the left. And he was off to the races, finally tripped up at the 36. That kind of play will send a surge of energy through your offense. Now they've got it first and 10 inside the 40. Running into the open space. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, second and 7. Tried to pound it on first down, now back to the line. Now the play fake. It's complete. He picks up the first down, brought down, but not before he put that dude in a blender. Auburn going to work with another first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Got it. He gets it in. Touchdown, Tigers.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. If this quarterback gets through his progression, David, gets you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. Indiana has the ball back, and the Hoosier offense comes out ready to go. The give on the option. That hole closed quickly, a pickup of 1 to the 15. The Hoosiers headed quickly to the line.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
Fires to the middle. It's complete. That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32. They'll snap this one from the 32. It's first down.
I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
Thrust that arm out. That defense got gas, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47. This offense lines up feeling awfully good after that big play. Looking downfield on first down. Throws for the tight end. Got his man. They just gashed the defense on that one, and they've got it down to the 23. Line gets set, first down. Leaves it with the back. They get him on the ground, but not before he rumbles all the way to the 5.
First down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big gain.
This defense might be reeling after those last two and now facing first and goal. He's looking to throw. Buying some time. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Indiana! Backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost. No problem.
When you start in the black zone inside your own 20 coming out, it's difficult. You can give up a safety. You get worried about that. The offense puts a great drive together. Great job executing. Great job getting a touchdown.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it, and now we'll see if they can respond.
Yeah, and I wonder how much pressure that puts on the offense. Jesse, like, you know this is back and forth, and I got to score, and every possession matters so much. What does that do to you as a quarterback?
Well, it puts a lot more pressure on you for sure to feel like I got to make every third down throw. If guys are open vertically down the field, I got to hit them too. We can't let our serve get broken.
Let's see how they set the tone on 1st and 10. To the air on first down. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
And the defense makes a play. Finally, this is a lot of offense early in this football game, a lot of scoring.
Turning it on. Stumbled to the ground.
Yeah, I wasn't sure if the offense was going to be able to dig themselves out of this hole, but on 2nd in California, they dial up the running play, now setting up 3rd and short.
The Tigers come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. Looking to throw for it. Got his man quickly. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. Looking to throw on 1st down. Makes the grab. No chance to run, but they still move it forward. Auburn lines up quickly. From the shotgun, they'll run it. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. The Tigers come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. They'll try to get it through the air. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44. He is a menace rushing the passer, career sack number 20.
I mean, some people just have a knack for getting to the quarterback. What a great job throughout his career. Getting there, getting him down, getting pressures. He has been a quarterback's worst nightmare.
I was just going to say, David, you don't sleep well as a quarterback the night before you have to play against this guy because he is going to sack you. That is a guarantee. Death, taxes, and sacks for that guy.
Zings it complete to the right. Makes the tackle at the 23-yard line. Give him 10 yards and enough for the first down. Gets the back moving. Wants to throw on first down. Buys a little time. Pressure in his face and he lets it fly. Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. It's complete to the left. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there and still a little ground covered. Pick up the first. Stepping to the right. It's complete. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers.
Man, what great offensive execution. You talk about addressing a 2-minute situation and using almost all of the clock, adding to your lead and creating more momentum going into the half. Great execution by this offense.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Waning seconds of the first half. Let's see just how aggressive they'll be. They'll give it to the back. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Looking downfield, and time is running short. He lobs one high down the left side. Intercepted to stop the threat. And he'll be brought down, and that's how we'll end the first half. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. And the Hoosiers will kick it away to crank up the second half. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. So here comes the Auburn offense. If it's working, why change it? And that running game was working in the first half. I imagine we'll see a lot more of it here in the third quarter.
And you just know the offensive line was telling their cord.
Breaks into the open. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down. Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. Win with the running game on first down, now back at it. They'll run it from the gun. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
And he'll ramble to the 34 before he's finally knocked down. This Auburn offense doing work. They're set up with another first down. Past the sticks, and he may get more. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Tigers! They want to finish the season strong, and man, are they doing that here in this Week 11 performance. And the extra point is good, and the score is 35-17. And a huge run from the back for 6.
Man, it's nice to have a running back that can do that. That makes everything else easy on offense. Hey, hand it to that guy, he makes a big play. Yes, please.
Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Indiana sends the offense onto the field. They'll move the tight end. Leaves it with the back. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage.
Man, the momentum is squarely on their side right now. It's starting to feel like they're running away with this one. They scored a touchdown their last time out. Now on this drive here in the third quarter, the defense makes a massive play against the run, creating a negative play. They've got the opponent going backwards.
Going to try to pop one on the screen. Got room at the 35. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. The Hoosiers will snap it on 1st and 10. Here comes the rush, and they've got it wrapped up at the 28. Keep bringing the heat like that, and you can fall in line with the likes of Derek Brown or Nick Fairley.
Man, I still remember that Nick Fairley season where he put the defense on his back. Cam Newton took care of the offense, but he ruled the defense, making big plays, getting in the backfield, getting after quarterbacks.
Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. And the Hoosiers line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Fields to punt and tries to help improve that field position. Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. They'll leave it with him. A most efficient pickup of 6 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 4. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
You can't let the same guy beat you over and over and over again. You got to make adjustments. Sometimes you got to bring more guys.
Sends it downfield. Hits him in stride at the 10. Touchdown, Auburn. And the stomping has commenced. This is like a baseball pitcher that can't miss. He is just pounding the strike zone.
It just gets in the zone, right? And you can't miss. You've seen quarterbacks get like that no matter what they do. They're on fire. They're hitting the receivers. And listen, that's also on the defense. The defense has to do a better job making him feel uncomfortable, changing what they're doing in coverage so he's a little bit confused. You can't just let him pick you apart.
Gives it on the option. At the 35, he's open. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains. Here comes the offense on 1st down. Defense backing up, trying to keep everything in front. Motion from the wide receiver. Looking to throw on 1st down. Got a man, it's Toppin. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Got it in the middle, it's Henderson. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. They've done a really good job creating the matchups they want out of the slot.
Yeah, dude, get that guy matched up on a linebacker. That guy matched up on a safety. Keep him away from the corners by putting him in the slot. Get him the football, let him make plays.
They convert on 3rd down as he gets it to the 46-yard line. The Hoosiers are rolling down the field. Powers through the defender. Defense coming through and knocking him down for a loss, and that'll be the end of the 3rd period. That's the end of the quarter, and Auburn has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. And a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Here comes the heat. He'll pull it down and run. And he gets it just beyond the line of scrimmage before he gets down. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Going to try to get it himself. Fights off a defender. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely. They're about to snap it for the 7th time on this drive. They've been running it, but now the pass. Hauls it in.
For an offense, slant routes against man coverage are really a rhythm throw. You take your steps, you get the ball out, it's got to be in a good location. Quarterback and receiver on the same page there.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. And the Hoosiers come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. These DBs going to give a little cushion. Shotgun snap, wants to throw it on 3rd. He's got it still on his feet. Gets it inside the 5. Down. And it'll be 1st and goal. The Hoosiers had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard. Got nothing last time. Now 2nd and goal from the 3. Looking to fire. They'll run the screen. Brought down just short of the sticks on the screen pass.
Screen pass just not working there. And you figure at this point of the game, trailing, you're going to have to be more aggressive and take some shots. You usually run screen passes when you think there's going to be a blitz, but because the defense has the lead, they're just sitting back and playing big zones.
Man, and this is why coaches get paid the big bucks. You get the stop here. I'm down multiple possessions. Do I kick it now because it's a hard 4th down, or am I putting the foot on the pedal and staying?
Hauls it in easily enough for the 1st down. Touchdown, Hoosiers! Quick strike through the air for the score.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game day.
Looking for a physical attack from the gun. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get it done.
They'll need to get the ball to the 34 to convert this 3rd down. They want to throw it. He's going to take off. Picks up the 1st down and gets down to avoid contact.
And usually when a QB takes off and scrambles, it's because the defense didn't do a great job keeping lane integrity, not keeping him in the pocket, letting him get outside, and then he can do damage. Then it's the next play that you have to play instead of this just the original pass. So defense has got to do a better job keeping that guy in the pocket.
So now it's 2nd and long. He'll do it himself. Gets it past the marker. And he scoots his way to the 1st down and then slides to avoid the hit. And the Tigers pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Fires on the move. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
And it's nice to be a QB in this spot. He's had a great day, man. Like, great day. They've built a huge lead now. Incompletion's okay. Just take care of the football. Don't throw that thing to the other team.
What powerful running, just driving the pile forward for everything he could get. He'll be just a few inches short. On 3rd and short, they keep it on the ground here. Stopped at the 3, but it'll be enough to give them a 1st and goal.
Everything going the offense's way. They're trying to ice this game late. They've got a really nice lead, so you just want to run the ball, high percentage throws, and keep the chains moving, and they're doing that. This has been a beautiful drive.
Touchdown, Auburn! And the beatdown has ensued. That one pushes this lead out a little bit more here in the 4th, and now they can smell 8 straight wins.
And they say play to the final whistle. This offense took it to heart. Scoring late, maybe they could have wasted the clock. They made no doubt about it. This one's over.
From inside the 15, here comes the return. Nice return there, and he'll be dragged down at the 34. After this, it'll be a wrap. Defense playing a bail technique. Looking downfield on first down. A deep throw as the clock winds down. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. This is what you're looking for when you have the better